There's a truth that we sometimes shy away from because facing it can be painful, yet it's essential for your peace, your self-worth, and your future. If a man doesn't love you, it shows. It's not hidden in some deep mystery or a code you have to break. It's evident in his actions, his words, and how he prioritizes you in his life. Love isn't confusing. It doesn't leave you questioning your value or doubting where you stand in someone's heart. When someone truly loves you, their actions speak louder than any words they could say. Love isn't meant to be a source of confusion or doubt. It's meant to provide clarity, security, and peace. You see, love is consistent. It shows up in the little things as much as in the grand gestures. It's present in the moments when life is simple and in the times when challenges arise. Real love doesn't leave you wondering where you stand or questioning your value. It's steady, it's reliable, and it's always clear. When someone loves you, you'll know it by the way they prioritize you. They don't make excuses for their absence or keep you guessing about their intentions. Instead, they make an effort to be there not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. They show you through their actions that you are important, that you matter, and that your happiness is intertwined with theirs. Love doesn't leave you waiting for a call that never comes or second guessing why their actions don't match their words. It's consistent, and that consistency is what provides you with a sense of security. Consistency in love is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about someone who shows up for you even when it's inconvenient, who listens to you when you need to be heard, and who supports you through both the highs and the lows. Love doesn't pick and choose when it wants to show up. It's there in the mundane, in the extraordinary, in the quiet mornings, in the difficult conversations. That's the kind of love that is worth holding on to because it builds trust, strengthens connection, and fosters growth. There's a peace that comes with being loved consistently. It's the kind of peace that doesn't leave you questioning where you fit into someone's life. You don't have to wonder if they're committed to you or if their words carry weight. Their actions back up their promises, and their reliability becomes a foundation for the relationship. Love isn't about big proclamations or fleeting feelings. It's about showing up day in and day out with care, respect, and dedication. We settle for inconsistency because we convince ourselves that it's better than nothing. We accept excuses and overlook red flags, hoping that things will change or improve over time. But the truth is, love that's worth having doesn't need convincing. It doesn't require you to lower your standards or compromise your worth. Real love meets you where you are, and it adds value to your life without leaving you to wonder if you're enough. Consistency in love also means that it's not driven by convenience. Someone who truly loves you doesn't only show up when it suits them or when they need something from you. They're there because they want to be, because their love compels them to prioritize you. They make time for you in their busy schedule, not because they have to, but because they genuinely care about maintaining the relationship. Love that's consistent doesn't disappear when things get tough or when life becomes hectic. It's unwavering, and that stability is what makes it so powerful. The beauty of consistent love is that it gives you the freedom to be yourself. When someone loves you without hesitation or reservation, you're not afraid to show them your vulnerabilities, your imperfections, or your struggles. You feel safe in their presence because you know they're not going anywhere. That safety allows you to grow, to heal, and to thrive. Love that is consistent is not just about what someone does for you, it's about how they make you feel. And when you feel secure, you're able to give love in return with the same level of trust and openness. It's important to recognize that love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. It's a decision to show up every day, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, and even when it requires sacrifice. Someone who loves you consistently has made a commitment to care for you, to support you, and to be a part of your life in a meaningful way. They don't let circumstances dictate their love because their commitment runs deeper than surface level emotions. If you find yourself in a situation where love feels inconsistent or unclear, it's worth asking yourself whether you're receiving the kind of love you deserve. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that don't serve us because we fear being alone or because we hope things will change. But love that is worth having doesn't leave you in a state of confusion. It's clear, it's consistent, and it's unwavering. You were created to be loved fully, deeply, and without hesitation. Don't settle for anything less than that. Trust that the right person will not only say they love you, but will show it in the way they consistently prioritize, respect, and cherish you. When you experience love that is consistent, you'll realize that it's not just about the grand gestures, it's about the daily, quiet acts of care that build a foundation of trust and security. And that kind of love is always worth waiting for. Love is not about convenience, it's about commitment. It's not something that only shows up when it's easy, fun, or when the timing feels perfect. True love is present even in the moments that require effort, sacrifice, and a choice to put someone else's needs above your own. When someone only calls you or makes time for you when it suits them, that's not love, that's convenience. And love, real love, is so much deeper and more meaningful than that. When someone loves you, they don't just show up when it's comfortable for them. They show up because they care, because you matter, and because being there for you isn't a burden, it's a priority. Convenience-driven relationships leave you feeling empty because they're built on conditions. They thrive only when everything is easy, but the moment life gets challenging, those relationships falter. True love, however, stands strong in the face of challenges. It's not transactional, it's transformational. When you're in a relationship based on convenience, you'll notice a pattern. You're often left waiting, feeling like an afterthought, or wondering if you're important enough to be prioritized. You might hear promises that are rarely fulfilled or words that don't align with actions. Convenience allows someone to pick you up and put you down when it suits their needs, but love doesn't operate that way. Love sees you, values you, and treasures you, not for what you can do for them, but for who you are. A person who truly loves you won't treat you like an option. They won't reach out only when they need something or when they're bored. They'll make an effort because they genuinely want to be a part of your life. Love doesn't wait for perfect conditions to act. It creates space for connection, even in imperfection. It says, I'm here no matter what. And it proves that promise through consistent, intentional actions. When someone treats you as a convenience, they're not respecting your worth. And if you allow that kind of treatment, it can slowly chip away at your self-esteem and your understanding of what you truly deserve. You were not created to be someone's backup plan or to fit into their life only when it's easy for them. You were created for love that is full, intentional, and unwavering. Don't settle for being someone's convenience when you were made to be someone's priority. We hold on to relationships that aren't serving us because we hope they'll change. We tell ourselves that if we're patient enough or give enough, the other person will eventually see our value. But love that is worth having doesn't need convincing. It doesn't require you to chase it or prove yourself worthy of it. Real love meets you where you are and celebrates you as you are. It's not rooted in convenience, but in commitment, care, and mutual respect. It can be hard to walk away from relationships that feel familiar, even when you know they aren't what you deserve. But staying in a relationship where you're treated as an option will only rob you of the opportunity to experience real, genuine love. Letting go of someone who only loves you when it's convenient for them isn't a loss, it's a gain. It's a step toward reclaiming your self-worth, your peace, and your ability to receive love that truly fulfills you. Real love doesn't make excuses. It doesn't leave you wondering if you're enough or if the other person will show up when you need them. It's steady, it's intentional, and it's willing to do the work even when things get tough. Love doesn't wait for the perfect timing or the perfect circumstances. It chooses to show up time and time again because it values the connection and the commitment. When someone genuinely loves you, they'll make the effort to be present in your life, not because they have to, but because they want to. They'll call to check on you, not just because they need something, but because they care about how you're doing. They'll create time for you, even in their busiest moments, because their love for you isn't conditional on convenience. That kind of love is rare, but it's worth waiting for. You deserve to be loved by someone who sees your worth and treats you with the respect and care you deserve. Don't settle for someone who only calls you when they want something or who makes you feel like an afterthought. Wait for the person who shows up consistently, who prioritizes you even when it's inconvenient, and who loves you without hesitation or reservation. Letting go of relationships that are based on convenience can be difficult, but it's one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It allows you to create space in your life for the kind of love that uplifts you, supports you, and inspires you to be your best self. Trust that when you let go of what isn't right, you make room for what is. And when the right person comes along, their love will be clear, consistent, and unconditional. That's the kind of love you deserve, and it's worth every moment of waiting. You deserve a love that is whole, genuine, and unwavering. Half-hearted affection or mixed signals are not the kind of love you were created for. They leave you feeling uncertain, questioning your worth, and searching for clarity where there should be peace. True love doesn't ask you to settle for less than you deserve. It uplifts you, celebrates you, and reinforces your value. When someone truly loves you, they don't give you fragments of their attention or pieces of their heart. They don't string you along with promises that never materialize or gestures that feel more obligatory than heartfelt. Instead, they give you their best. Their love isn't conditional or sporadic, it's steadfast and complete. Love that is genuine doesn't leave you doubting your place in their life. It affirms your importance through both words and actions, creating a foundation of trust and security. Half-hearted love often disguises itself as something more. It can come in the form of sporadic attention, empty words, or gestures that feel just enough to keep you holding on. But deep down, you know something is missing. You sense that their love doesn't match the fullness of what you're willing to give. Genuine love, on the other hand, meets you at the same level. It doesn't leave you feeling like you're doing all the work or carrying the weight of the relationship on your own. There's a profound difference between being needed and being valued. Someone who offers half-hearted love might make you feel needed in moments of convenience or loneliness, but they rarely make you feel truly valued. Genuine love values you for who you are, not just for what you can provide. It doesn't seek to take from you without giving in return. Instead, it seeks to build you up, to cherish you, and to walk alongside you as an equal partner. When you settle for less than wholehearted love, it can leave you feeling depleted. It's like pouring water into a broken vessel. No matter how much you give, it's never enough to fill the emptiness. But when you experience real love, it's like a wellspring that continually replenishes itself. It nourishes your soul, inspires your spirit, and gives you the strength to be your best self. That's the kind of love you were created to receive, and it's the kind of love you should never compromise on. Knowing your worth is essential in recognizing the love you deserve. When you understand your value, you won't accept anything that diminishes it. You won't settle for being someone's afterthought or convenience. Instead, you'll seek out a love that aligns with your worth, a love that respects you, honors you, and treasures you. This kind of love doesn't leave you questioning. It provides clarity and peace. We hold on to relationships that don't serve us because we're afraid of letting go. We convince ourselves that half-hearted love is better than no love at all. But the truth is, letting go of what isn't right opens the door for what is. It creates space in your life for a love that is whole, pure, and deserving of your time and energy. It's not a loss, it's a gain, a step toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. The journey to finding genuine love often starts with self-love. When you learn to love yourself fully, you set the standard for how others should treat you. You begin to recognize the difference between love that is true and love that is convenient. Self-love teaches you to walk away from relationships that don't align with your worth, not out of bitterness or anger, but out of a deep understanding that you deserve better. True love doesn't come with conditions or ultimatums. It doesn't make you feel like you have to earn it or fight for it. It comes naturally, effortlessly, and freely. It's not perfect because no one is perfect, but it's genuine. It's rooted in mutual respect, trust, and a desire to see each other grow and thrive. This kind of love doesn't hold back. It gives freely and fully because it recognizes the beauty of sharing life with another person. Letting go of half-hearted love is an act of faith. It's trusting that there's something better ahead, even if you can't see it yet. It's believing that you were created for love that reflects your worth and adds value to your life. It's about choosing to wait for the kind of love that doesn't just make promises but keeps them, that doesn't just show up when it's convenient but remains steadfast through all seasons. You deserve a love that celebrates you, values you, and commits to you fully. Don't settle for anything less than that. Trust that the right person will come into your life at the right time, and when they do, their love will be clear, consistent, and wholehearted. Until then, continue to love yourself, to honor your worth, and to wait for the kind of love that truly reflects the beauty and value of who you are. Real love doesn't just come with words, it comes with honor and respect. Words can be easy to say, but true love is reflected in how someone treats you. When someone genuinely loves you, they hold you in high regard. They value your opinions, appreciate your strengths, and show kindness and understanding toward your imperfections. Their actions are grounded in respect, and that respect builds a foundation for a healthy, thriving relationship. Love that lacks honor and respect is not real love at all. It might be dressed up with sweet words and fleeting moments of affection, but without respect, it will never stand the test of time. Respect is the essence of love because it means valuing someone not just for what they do, but for who they are. It means treating them with care, compassion, and dignity in every interaction. Respect and love shows up in the little things. It's in the way someone listens when you speak, making you feel heard and valued. It's in how they support your dreams, encouraging you to grow and pursue your goals without feeling threatened or insecure. It's in how they handle disagreements, choosing to address issues with grace and patience rather than resorting to hurtful words or actions. True respect is unwavering. It doesn't come and go depending on circumstances. It's a consistent acknowledgement of your worth. When someone truly loves you, they make an effort to understand you. They don't dismiss your feelings or invalidate your experiences. Instead, they seek to know your heart, to learn what matters to you, and to be a source of support. Respectful love is patient, willing to work through misunderstandings without diminishing your value or disregarding your perspective. It creates a safe space for you to be vulnerable, knowing that you'll be met with kindness and understanding. Love without respect often manifests as control or manipulation. It prioritizes one person's needs and desires at the expense of the other's well-being. In such relationships, there's often an imbalance of power where one person dominates while the other is left feeling unheard or unseen. That's not love, it's selfishness disguised as affection. Real love seeks balance, equality, and mutual care. Respectful love also honors boundaries. It understands that even in the closest relationships, personal space and individuality matter. Love doesn't invade or impose, it respects the lines you've drawn and recognizes the importance of your independence. Someone who loves you with respect doesn't try to change you to fit their ideal. They celebrate who you are and support your growth on your terms. When love is grounded in respect, it fosters trust. You feel safe because you know that the other person values you enough to be honest, loyal, and dependable. Trust and respect go hand in hand, and together they create a relationship that is secure, fulfilling, and enduring. Without respect, trust becomes fragile, and the relationship is left vulnerable to cracks and instability. Respectful love is also reflected in how someone speaks about you when you're not around. It's not just about treating you well in your presence, it's about honoring you in all circumstances. When someone respects you, they don't belittle or demean you, even in moments of frustration. They uphold your dignity and show integrity in how they talk about you to others. Their love is consistent, whether they're with you or apart from you. In a relationship where respect is present, you'll notice that your voice matters. Your opinions are valued, your contributions are appreciated, and your uniqueness is celebrated. Respectful love doesn't try to overshadow or diminish you. It allows you to shine in your own light. It's a partnership where both individuals are equally important, where both are uplifted and encouraged. We settle for relationships that lack respect because we confuse love with infatuation or attachment. But love without respect will never truly fulfill you. It might feel good in the moment, but over time it will leave you feeling empty and unworthy. You deserve a love that not only speaks kind words, but also backs them up with honorable actions. Choosing respect and love starts with respecting yourself. When you honor your own worth, you set the standard for how others should treat you. You won't accept being spoken to with harshness or disregard. You won't tolerate being treated as less than you deserve. By valuing yourself, you attract people who will do the same, who will recognize your worth and treat you with the respect you are worthy of. True love doesn't just love it honors. It sees you, values you, and uplifts you. It doesn't seek to control, demean, or belittle. Instead, it seeks to build, nurture, and inspire. Love that respects you is a gift, a treasure that adds beauty and strength to your life. And when you experience that kind of love, you'll know that it's not just about how someone feels, it's about how they act, how they treat you, and how they honor the person you are. True love requires consistency. It's not about grand gestures that fade with time, but about steady, intentional actions that demonstrate care and commitment every day. Love that lasts isn't built on occasional displays of affection or sporadic effort. It's built on a foundation of reliability, trust, and unwavering dedication. When someone truly loves you, their love is present, not just in the high moments, but in the ordinary, challenging, and even mundane seasons of life. Consistency in love doesn't mean perfection, but it does mean showing up even when it's inconvenient or difficult. It's about making the effort to prioritize the relationship, to be there for each other, and to nurture the connection regardless of what life throws your way. Love that is consistent is love you can depend on. It doesn't leave you guessing or questioning where you stand because its presence is steady. And love, on the other hand, can feel like an emotional roller coaster. One moment you're showered with affection, and the next you're left wondering what went wrong. This kind of love can be exhausting because it keeps you in a state of uncertainty. You find yourself holding on to the good moments, hoping they'll return, while enduring long stretches of doubt and confusion. Real love doesn't operate this way. It's not about keeping you off balance, but about giving you a sense of peace and stability. Consistency is reflected in how someone communicates. It's not about saying the right things only when it's convenient or when they need something from you. It's about being intentional with their words, ensuring that their promises are kept and that their actions align with what they say. Someone who loves you consistently doesn't leave you waiting for a call that never comes or wondering if they'll follow through on their commitments. Their love is dependable because it's rooted in integrity. Consistency also shows up in how someone supports you. Life is full of ups and downs, and a love that endures is one that stands beside you in every season. It's easy to be there during the good times, but real love proves itself in the hard moments. When someone truly loves you, they don't disappear when things get tough. Instead, they stay, offering their strength, encouragement, and presence to help you navigate the challenges. Their consistency becomes a source of comfort and security, reminding you that you're not alone. Love that lacks consistency often feels like it's built on shifting sands. It might seem strong at first, but over time, the cracks begin to show. Without a steady foundation, the relationship becomes fragile, vulnerable to misunderstandings, and unable to weather the storms of life. Consistent love, however, is like a house built on rock. It's not shaken by the winds of adversity because its roots run deep. Being consistent in love doesn't mean there won't be mistakes or missteps. We're all human and no one gets it right all the time. But consistency means owning those mistakes, apologizing when necessary, and making a genuine effort to do better. It's about showing up day after day with a heart that's committed to growth and a desire to love well. Consistent love doesn't demand perfection, it values authenticity and effort. Consistency is also a reflection of respect. When someone loves you consistently, they're saying, you matter enough for me to make an effort every single day. They understand that love isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. They don't take you for granted or assume that their past actions are enough to sustain the relationship. Instead, they invest in the connection continually, ensuring that it remains strong and vibrant. For love to be consistent, it must be intentional. It's not something that happens by accident or without effort. It requires a conscious choice to prioritize the relationship, to nurture it, and to keep showing up even when it's not easy. This kind of love is a gift because it provides a sense of safety and stability that allows you to flourish. When you're loved consistently, you're free to be yourself, knowing that the love you receive isn't conditional or fleeting. We settle for inconsistent love because we convince ourselves that it's better than nothing. We hold on to the good moments, hoping they'll outweigh the bad, and we tell ourselves that inconsistency is just a part of love. But real love doesn't leave you feeling uncertain or unworthy. It doesn't make you question your value or your place in someone's life. Consistent love reassures you, strengthens you, and builds you up. It's not something you have to chase or beg for. It's freely given and unwavering. You deserve a love that is consistent, a love that shows up for you every day, not just when it's convenient. Wait for the person whose love is steady, whose actions match their words, and who is committed to walking beside you in every season. That kind of love is rare, but it's worth waiting for. It's the kind of love that lasts, the kind of love that reflects the beauty and worth of who you are. Don't settle for anything less. Real love is not built on convenience, but on commitment. It doesn't come and go based on feelings, circumstances, or personal gain. True love stands firm even when things get tough. It doesn't look for an exit when challenges arise or when the relationship requires effort. Instead, it embraces the hard times as opportunities to grow stronger together. Love that lasts understands the value of perseverance and knows that the best relationships are built through unwavering dedication. Commitment means choosing the relationship day after day, even when it's not easy. It means staying when the road gets rough, when misunderstandings arise, or when life throws unexpected challenges your way. True love isn't about finding someone who makes everything effortless. It's about finding someone who is willing to work through the struggles with you. It's about showing up, being present, and giving your best, even when the circumstances aren't ideal. Love that lacks commitment is often fleeting. It might burn brightly in the beginning, but fades when tested. It's the kind of love that disappears at the first sign of difficulty, leaving behind disappointment and heartbreak. But real love doesn't abandon ship when the waters get rough. It anchors itself in faith, trust, and determination, weathering the storms and coming out stronger on the other side. That's the beauty of committed love. It grows deeper and more resilient through every challenge. Commitment is more than just a promise. It's a daily practice. It's reflected in the small, consistent choices to prioritize the relationship. It's in the effort to communicate openly, to listen with empathy, and to resolve conflicts with grace. It's in choosing to forgive even when it's hard and to extend understanding when emotions run high. Commitment is not about never facing difficulties. It's about choosing to face them together with a shared vision of what the relationship can become. When someone truly loves you, their commitment is evident in their actions. They don't leave you questioning their intentions or their place in your life. They make it clear through their words and behavior that they're in it for the long haul. Their love doesn't waver with circumstances because it's not rooted in convenience. It's rooted in a deep, abiding care for you in the relationship. They see the relationship as a partnership, one that requires effort from both sides, and they're willing to do their part. Real love doesn't look for an escape route when things get hard. It doesn't run at the first sign of conflict or give up when the excitement fades. Instead, it leans in, choosing to work through the challenges with patience and determination. Commitment in love means staying when it's inconvenient, loving when it's not easy, and giving when it feels like there's nothing left. It's a selfless, enduring kind of love that prioritizes the relationship over personal comfort or convenience. Commitment also means being intentional about growth. It's not enough to simply stay in the relationship. True commitment seeks to make it better. It means putting in the effort to understand each other, to strengthen the bond, and to build a relationship that both people can thrive in. Love that is committed doesn't settle for mediocrity. It strives for excellence, knowing that a strong relationship requires continuous effort and care. We confuse attachment with commitment. We stay in relationships out of habit, fear, or obligation, thinking that longevity is the same as love. But real commitment isn't about just sticking around. It's about being fully present and engaged. It's about choosing the relationship because you see its value and potential, not because you're afraid of being alone. True commitment is an act of love, not fear, and it's driven by a desire to see the relationship flourish. Commitment also involves sacrifice. It means putting the needs of the relationship above personal convenience or preference. It's about making compromises, finding common ground, and being willing to give up something for the greater good of the partnership. But these sacrifices don't feel burdensome when they're made out of love. Instead, they become opportunities to show care, to invest in the relationship, and to strengthen the bond between you. There will be times when commitment feels like a challenge, when the weight of the relationship feels heavy and the road ahead seems uncertain. But it's in these moments that love proves its strength. It's in choosing to stay, to fight for the relationship, and to trust that the effort is worth it. Committed love sees beyond the present struggles to the beauty and joy that lies ahead. It holds on to hope and faith, knowing that the best is yet to come. You deserve a love that is committed, a love that chooses you every day and works to build a future with you. This kind of love doesn't come easily, but it's worth the wait. It's the kind of love that stands by your side through thick and thin, that celebrates your victories and comforts you in your defeats. It's a love that sees your worth, honors your value, and commits to walking this journey with you no matter what. That's the kind of love you were created for, and it's the kind of love that will truly stand the test of time. A relationship rooted in genuine love, respect, and commitment is a gift that transcends fleeting emotions and temporary convenience. It is not just about words or gestures, it's about a deep, enduring connection that stands strong through life's highs and lows. When someone truly loves you, their actions align with their words, showing care, respect, and unwavering dedication. Such love doesn't settle for superficiality or inconsistency. It's steady, patient, and intentional, prioritizing your well-being and the health of the relationship. It supports your growth, honors your individuality, and creates a foundation of trust and mutual understanding. Real love doesn't shy away from challenges. It embraces them as opportunities to grow stronger together. You deserve a love that is consistent, committed, and deeply respectful, a love that brings peace, security, and joy into your life. It's the kind of love that reflects your worth and reminds you of the beauty of true partnership. Don't settle for less than this kind of love, because it's not only what you desire, but what you were created for. Seek it, nurture it, and cherish it, for it's the kind of love that transforms.